The biggest war in One Piece isn't Marines versus pirates. It's Zoro versus Sanji. Today, we stop the fan wars. We're judging them on cold, hard stats. Strength, speed, haki, and durability. We have a definitive winner, and trust me, the answer is going to upset a lot of people because the gap is way smaller than you think. Let's settle this once and for all. First up, let's talk physical strength. When you look at Zoro's gym routine, lifting weights that look like small islands, you'd think he takes this easily. He cut Pika, who was literally the size of a mountain, in half. That requires insane raw power. But do not sleep on Sanji. This man has zero devil fruit, yet he kicked a giant crocodile on Alabasta like it was nothing. In Thriller Bark, he was kicking massive building blocks like they were footballs. And in Whole Cake Island, he lifted a cake cart weighing roughly 35 to 70 tons with one leg while hiding it from the crowd. Plus, with his Germa genes awakening, his strength is now superhuman. Honestly, this one is a tie. They are both physical monsters. Now, speed. Zoro is fast. He blitzed Kaido with his Ashura attack and dodged Kuma's lightspeed pads. But Sanji is in a different league. Oda actually confirmed in SBS volume 103 that Sanji has the power of disappear. He moves so fast, he literally turns invisible to the naked eye. He blitzed Queen, a Yonko commander, so hard, the guy thought he was fighting a ghost. Sorry Zoro, but Sanji takes speed easily. But before we get to the heavy-hitting attacks, real quick, try not to be like Zoro and get lost on your way to the subscribe button. It is literally right there. Just slice that button in half to help the channel out. It actually makes a huge difference for us. Anyway, let's talk about who hits harder. Attack potency. This is where things get scary. Sanji's Ifrit Jambe is hot enough to disintegrate machinery, which is awesome, but Zoro left a permanent scar on Kaido. He uses Enma to drain his own haki to deliver attacks that even Big Mom screamed at Kaido to dodge. If you can scare an emperor, you win this round. Point goes to Zoro. Next is defense. Zoro is a fortress. He blocks, he parries, and he uses armament haki defensively. Sanji is an offensive fighter. He usually relies on dodging. Because Sanji gets caught off guard more often, like getting grabbed by Queen, Zoro takes defense. However, durability is a totally different story. Zoro is human. If you stab him, he bleeds. But Sanji, he is a science experiment gone right. When Queen swung a massive sword at Sanji's neck, the sword broke. Sanji didn't even use haki. He also face-tanked a punch from the Seraphim S Shark without flinching. You cannot cut this man's skin. Sanji wins durability, hands down. And then there is endurance. This is Zoro's bread and butter. We all know the nothing happened moment, but in Wano, he blocked a combined attack from Kaido and Big Mom. He broke 20 to 30 bones instantly and still kept fighting. Sanji relies on regeneration now, but for pure pain tolerance, Zoro is the king. Now let's look at the brains. For general IQ, it's Sanji. Obviously, Zoro gets lost walking in a straight line. Sanji is a strategist of the crew, but battle IQ, that goes to Zoro. He figured out King's Lunarian flame mechanic almost instantly in the heat of battle. He is a combat genius. Now, the big one, haki. Armament haki is Zoro's specialty. Oda confirmed this. He uses advanced emission and cuts fire. Point Zoro. Observation haki is Sanji's playground. He sensed Luffy's Gear 5 awakening before anyone else. He also dodged a jelly bean from Katakuri, a man who can literally see the future. If you can outreact a future sight user, you win. Point Sanji. And finally, Conqueror's haki. This is the nail in the coffin. Zoro has advanced Conqueror's haki. Sanji doesn't, at least not yet. This power-up puts Zoro on a different tier of damage output. Point Zoro. Speaking of Conqueror's haki and scarring emperors, I actually covered the clash between Whitebeard versus Kaido in detail. There's an info card popping up right now if you want to check that out after this. But anyway, so let's tally the score. Zoro takes 8 categories. Sanji takes 6. So does Zoro win? Technically yes, but does he destroy Sanji? Absolutely not. In fact, Oda-sensei recently confirmed that they are practically on the same level. Here's the thing people miss. The gap is intentionally small. Even in Wano, Oda kept the balance. The moment Zoro got Conqueror's haki, Sanji got his Germa awakening, exoskeleton, and blue flames. They are the wings of the pirate king. One wing cannot be weak, or the bird, Luffy, cannot fly. If Zoro is 100, Sanji is easily 100 too. Moss Head takes the crown, but the cook is right there. But ask yourself this. If Sanji unlocks Conqueror's haki, does he finally surpass Zoro? Drop your take in the comments. For more insane power scaling battles, you need to click this video right now. Subscribe to FortuNeko, hit the bell, and I'll catch you in the next one.